Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Executive Insights.
Most informative stream for entrepreneurs seeking to grow their businesses.
I'm the CEO and founder of Basetime, as well as the founder for Basetime Foundation, Gervais Nelson, alongside with my amazing co-hosts.
Hello, everyone. I am Marie Rose, CEO of Rosebud Studios, and also president of Rose Petals to Success.
All right, this week we have three really tough questions. Marie, please tell everyone what they are.
Okay, so question one. How do you know your business idea is truly viable or just a passion project? How do you determine when to reinvest in your business versus when to take profits? Okay. And question three. How do you scale your business without losing the quality that made it successful?
Totally, we're tough.
They are good.
That's some tough questions.
Yep.
Question number one. This is for our aspiring entrepreneurs, everyone that's interested in business, looking to join business for the first time. The question was, how do you know if your business idea is truly viable or just a passion project? For me, so truly viable or passion project. If it's viable, it's something that's going to make you a profit. It's not going to be something where you're losing money. So if you could find something where you're making a good profit on it, it's truly viable. Like it's something that the market needs. It's something that you're able to invest money into and make money back. It's truly viable.
Yeah.
If it's a passion project, usually you don't make any money on it. It makes you feel good, but you end up spending more money on the project itself. So the business itself, you end up in a negative at the end of the year. But with that said, I think if you find a business where you're able to feel good about what you're doing and turn a profit, you found that sweet spot. So it's kind of like that ebb and flow. On one hand, you want to make money. On the other hand, you want to love what you do. A truly viable project or truly viable business is something where you do both. You love what you do and you're making money and you merge them both together, and that's when you know you have something special.
Okay. So I love that explanation, but I'm going to say I like you going first, okay?
Fine by me.
So for this, I have a question of, the person may ask, listen to this, in the beginning, you don't make money.
True.
As they say, right? Does that mean the person who's starting that's not making money, how long do you work the business not making money before you find out that it is a valuable business, right?
Right.
I think even though you don't make money, it's you not making a profit, correct? So the way that I would look at it is I think it's a valuable business when the money I'm putting in is being replaced back. I'm making my money back at least. I need to be able to break even because you can't continue to just pour into your business for a year and you're just losing money every single month. Now that's crazy.
That is crazy.
So that's when you know, okay, this is definitely an expensive hobby, especially if you didn't go into it with enough savings to be able to have this expensive hobby, or if you got funding, if you're not breaking even, at least. Meaning you are making some money, just not making enough to make a profit. I feel like it would be a hobby.
Question number two. This is for our new business people. You already sustained, you already turned your profit, and everything's going well for you. Congratulations.
Yes.
How do you determine when to reinvest in your business versus take the profits?
Knowing when to reinvest or take the profits. You shouldn't really be taking any profits. The first one, I'm going to say two, but the first year, because everything needs to go, you have to build, you're in the building phase, you're trying to learn the SOPs of the business, you're trying to learn the flow of the business. That first year, knowing what your cash flow is, knowing how much your business can actually make to see if it's sustainable. The banks are going to be looking at your first year of your rhythm in your bank account, your projections, to see if it can make money, to see how much they can lend you. So understanding that, I don't think you should be taking any profits on your business at least the first to 2 years of business.
From the back end of it though, if you have maintained, to go on that first question, if you do have that stability, if you do see that profit going, you can reward yourself. Make sure that you're rewarding yourself on the right end of things though. You want to make sure your long-term vision is good and clear, you have the cash flow for it, and you want to make sure your financial goals are being met. As long as you have the cash flow to cover your financial goals, your long-term investments, so like you get that funding, you get that capital that you hit on, If you can cover those things and meet your loans, make your payments and different things like that, and you have an access of cash flow, cash in, take the money out, and it'll actually make a difference on your taxes. So to make up that lost margin. So it's a good option there as well. But you're gonna have a really great year that year when you do that. All right, question number 3. This is for our established business owners. How do you scale a business without losing the quality that made it successful? Oh.
I always say for me, because I need y'all to understand that this position related to my business. So we can work on what it applies to your business. But for me, my values are always number one. And I have to always remember and remind myself why I started.
Yeah.
Is it hard to do that? Yeah, because you have so many distractions with social media, so many distractions for people that are in business like yours, or different ways that they're doing things. And if you start to study what they like, different pages, it begins to distract you from your vision, right? But you should always go back and remind yourself, why did you get started? What motivated you? What was your purpose? What was your vision? It may slightly change, but your value shouldn't. So, did I answer the question?
No, I think that was perfect.
Okay, all right.
The business itself, how do you scale your business without losing the quality that made it successful? Take your time to scale. Don't scale too fast. Sometimes we do this thing where we're doing really, really well, and you want to build your team out really, really fast. And a lot of times when you build your team really, really fast, you'll lose your quality because they don't have time to take on the culture that you're trying to build. So you're just hiring to fill positions opposed to actually taking the time to bring on the right people that share your vision, that can execute what it is that you're trying to do, to learn the operating system that's in place. You put this operating system in place, think about how long it took you to put it in place. You're bringing somebody off the street who doesn't think like you, they don't execute like you. So you have to spend just as much time, if not more, to teach them what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your vision. And they can't come in with the vision that they already have, because everyone's interpretation is different. So you want to make sure that you're scaling at a proper pace to where you don't lose the quality. And the people that you put in leadership, my gosh, they have to be the forefront of the culture that you're trying to set, because they're going to be the ones that's working with your people more hands-on than you are. So leadership is very important. Take your time with your leadership, groom your leadership, develop your leadership, so that they are the ones that pass on your culture and hold people accountable to that culture.
So that is so important, because you made me think about, I think we spoke about this before, but how you are the face of your business. Even though you don't want to be, sometimes but you are the face. You bring that culture, you bring that personality, you bring that twist to what makes your business unique. And then you bring people in, you hire them to cover tasks or be that presence so that you can do other things or even expand. And you notice, and I've noticed this in my buildings, that the experience, the energy in the place may change. It shifts because I'm not as present. But then when I come back, I can feel it.
Everybody straightens up.
Yeah, I can feel it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to come here often. But that's not always realistic.
Right.
Because there's a reason that we scale, there's a reason that we expand, is to put people in those places so that we can delegate and we can be CEOs. So finding those right people are so important, but they're rare.
Yes.
Especially when you're a unicorn. I mean, my hair is like a unicorn, but it's hard. So being able to find those people is so important, but it's just trial and error, and it's a continuing process and a learning process.
The bonus question is, what strategy has been most effective since starting the business? For me, it has been preparation 101. Like, everything that I do is just preparation. Planning ahead, being efficient, and just trying to be 2 steps ahead of everything that I'm going to go into. And dissecting that to the T. Like, I try to do everything. I try to find every flaw in every plan that I have, which gives me 3 to 4 other solutions that I can come up with. Which gives me
assessment.
Full-blown risk assessment. Like, it's I tear it all apart and put it all back together for the best plan to be efficient. So just risk assessment to be efficient, and just pulling out the best plan possible to get everything done, and so that everything runs smooth. I just like for things to run smooth. So I just try to be my own worst enemy.
For me, the best strategy that I've had has been creating businesses based on things that I did not like, which continue to refuel my passion. So, and keep me different from anyone else in my industry, because everyone will focus on what the customer likes,
Right.
and then they'll build their business around that. I build my business based off of what I don't like other businesses in my industry are doing to meet the same common goal of what the customer likes. That always refuels my passion for why I do what I do. And it always comes back to a service. It always is still meeting the need of the customer, but it's also being different from I don't like saying competitors. So right. Other businesses within my industry. So I study social media. I don't know who told me this, but it was years ago and it stuck with me, that I don't look at my timeline to know what's going on. I don't look at my timeline for updates. I study business strategies. I study how they post, how they react, how people react to those posts, what type of music they put on the post. Are they using more reels or posts now? I literally study all of that before I even read the caption or look at the image that's in the post.
And I think I'd be remiss. I don't know how I missed this one, but my number one strategy has been collaboration. When you kind of click to it,
say that.
Collaboration 100%.
Yes.
I try to collaborate with people on anything and everything that I can. I like to work with the best people in everything. And I just try to bring all the talents to one pool to bring out. So when I said that whole breakdown, that risk assessment, it's like, oh, I can't do that. And you have to be honest with yourself. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. Let me find someone that can do this better than me.
Yeah.
And I have no problem doing that. And you kind of gotta be like, you can't be too egotistical, and you can't be ashamed to say you need help. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, to get the best result, get the help you need. Ask for the best people. Get the best people. You may lose some money in the process, but it's not about that. Mm-hmm. You can't keep it all for yourself. The best thing you could do is get more people, the right people, the best people to do it. Yes, you, the owner, may lose some money, but it's okay. You're giving the best quality possible. Mm-hmm. And you'll make more on the back end because your quality is going to outlast that quick hit. So don't just settle on that $100,000 job and then your name's ruined and you'll never get that again.
Oh my goodness.
You'll never get that chance again. So instead, if it's a $100,000 job, walk away with your 20 and go line up the next 7, because your name's going to spread better. Like, yo, they did a great job.
Yeah.
They were flawless in that. And it's like, you'll walk in and you'll just it'll be 8 more just on your desk. Mm-hmm. So right there, if you do that each time, I mean, you're talking 20, 40, 20, 40, 20, 40, you're going to get the 100.
Yeah.
You'll get it back and you'll do less work. And the job as a CEO, the whole purpose is you're supposed to oversee and grow, not be hands-on. If your hands are on, you can't grow your business. Mm-hmm. So the best way to grow it is to empower others to be their best selves. All right, any final words, shout outs, plugs, or anything before we close?
Of course. So one is Rose Heart's campaign with American Heart Association will be ending soon, and we are ending with a big party. So we are selling tickets for our party. The party tickets are $40 and $55, and you go to rosebudphilly.com to purchase your ticket. All proceeds go to American Heart Association as we go out on our campaign with a bang. And we are also helping young entrepreneurs ages 14 to 22 that are interested in business by hosting our entrepreneur program through Rose Petals to Success at our Clearfield location. So if you're interested in enrolling your youth, it's completely free, and you can do so by going to rosepetals2success.org.
Flawless. All right. So we encourage you to drop your questions, your comments, your likes, everything below. You can join us every Sunday for a new episode of Executive Insights. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to share. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.